Hey folks, Positive Paul. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2020, of course. Well, try to cobble something together worthwhile for everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. If I start to get a little scatterbrained, it's because I'm on no sleep. Yeah, they're at it again, which is okay. This isn't going to carry on forever. That's the good part. Well, I was trying to go over some of the characteristics of what we call reptilian hybrids. After watching some of these channels that I recently stumbled across, some of them were recommended to me, some of them I saw in comments on other channels. I thought, wow, there's, a couple of you guys, you've been around for, 3-4 years trying to, do the best you can with what you have to work with. But, as I was saying, we need to try to somehow get across to the average Joe out there and anywhere in the globe, but, specifically America. Because America is about to suffer what most of the globe has been going through since the beginning of time, folks. All right? These no-goodnik, creepy chameleon, Canaanite, dirty dog, Draco hybrid shapeshifters have kept most of the globe poor, tired, and hungry. And when the day came that they needed to call upon these people to do such activities like stalking, they are easily manipulated. And once you put some money in front of their face, offer them material possessions, they are not going to question why they're doing what they're doing, because they've been sick and tired of being poor their whole life. Now, I'm down here in Mexico for the one reason I got ran out of the United States. Attempts were made on my life as a 53-year-old MKUltra survivor put through trauma-based mind control, satanic ritual abuse. They can't have me walking around. I'll say it again, because if I don't defend myself, who will? If you're in my age group and you're still hanging around and you were exposed to this, you're on an extermination list, folks. They will go to no end to prevent you from getting out your testimony, prevent you from finding support. And it's unfortunate that what I see on YouTube, they've been able to sideline a lot of us from getting together. So here we are, we're just, we're individuals with, good intentions, but look, the road to hell was paved with good intentions, right, folks? So this is what I'm saying. We need to pull together as far as trying to get the general public to understand there's two types of life forms on planet Earth: human beings and hybrids. Now, what we do know is if we have a modicum of Bible study and know and understand prophecy, at some time there is going to be this, without finding the best way to put it, there's a hybrid breeding program that was put in place a long time ago to replace humans, folks. Now, I'm going to share an opinion of mine. I've had it for a while, but I'm starting to solidify it. That we now know if there's anything to this 144,000 business, it relates to the remaining human beings that have the original DNA blueprint from the beginning. This is what it was all about. Satan and whoever else could not recreate a human being that's in God's image, the divine creator, the Elohim. They created a hybrid, and way back then, these hybrids could not hide. They would have been in plain sight. The enmity was put in place to make sure that when these people got next to each other, they knew there was something different about them. Now, when God says, his people are destroyed due to lack of knowledge in Hosea, that clearly means the divine creator has a group of humans that he considers his people. Well, some of those humans became the Israelites. But again, I want to state the fact that, Noah's children are part of Noah's covenant. Even though Ham screwed up, Canaan was cursed, you have Japheth, his children, and I'm concerned with Ashkenaz. Everybody beats up on the Ashkenazi Jews, and yes, the people claiming that ancestry are not real Ashkenazi Jews. But what these Satanists, these creepy chameleon Canaanites understand is that these Ashkenaz descendants have certain characteristics, and due to the fact that these creepy chameleon Canaanites are cut off from God, there is no contact to the spiritual world as it relates to the divine creator and what is good, what is true, what is righteous. So they need to go to these human beings, meaning the Israelites, meaning the descendants of Japheth, meaning Ashkenaz, and this is what has developed into satanic ritual abuse in the modern era. Now again, right, these Nephilim, these giants way back when the cupboards were bare, they turned on each other, they turned on humans, they turned on animals, the wild beasts of the field. They didn't care what they could get their hands on. Now as this developed, the one thing they understood, that if a human child is left alone and they become an adult, they are going to understand that these creepy chameleon Canaanites are out there, and they're going to know who they are. So they need to get to these humans right away as a child. And this is what all became, known as satanic ritual abuse, developed into trauma-based mind control, taking these children because they knew if they let them be, they are going to start raising the red flag. They are going to say, hey, look, there's something not right here. So the point to this is, we know about these reptoids. There's certain characteristics as it relates to shape-shifting. Now, I went over them. Now, this person, this YouTube channel, Enal Palet News, he threw a new one my way, this V-neck thing. And, there's something to it. But what I believe is, when you see this, we know Hollywood's infested, folks. Nothing but reptoids, clones, robotoids, the whole 9 yards. I think, the clones and the robotoids are the ones that have this type of anomaly. But the point is, folks, we know about the overall general electromagnetic distortion. We know about the wackadoodle eyeball. We know about the slit eye. We know about the fingers, the lips. So what I want to bring up is, how can we get to the average Joe, the overall public? What's the one characteristic everybody understands? It's the slit eye. They joke about it, the reptilians. You can go in today's world, and once you mention the slit eye, the reptilian eye, anybody would understand. But when we're trying to show these other anomalies, it's difficult, folks, because it's just hard to believe. Now, what qualifies me to be able to do this is the fact that I am a satanic ritual abuse survivor. I was one of those kids, if I was left alone, I would be giving these people a hard time a long time ago. I would have pointed them out back, who knows, when I was a teenager. This is what I'm saying. They have to get to these children right away. And the way it works is, folks, after thousands of years, they were tracking these bloodlines, the Ashkenaz bloodline that they hijacked, these fake Jews in Israel, the Israelites. All right? They hijacked that, and okay, now I just lost my train of thought, so I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to back up again. I'm just going to bring up the point. If we as people on social media want to expose these creepy chameleon Canaanites, I think we can all agree the one way to do that is deal on one characteristic of these reptilian shape-shifting creeps, and it's the eyeballs. So again, what qualifies me to do this is being a satanic ritual abuse survivor that broke free from programming. I started to witness this in reality, folks, not on video. Now, while Richard Bruce claimed the fame is exposing Hollywood, that's not very hard to do. The other suggestion, folks, is, and I see other people doing this, but I would like them to focus on it. Focus on just normal people, folks. I try to watch videos on YouTube, and I'm not even thinking reptilian. I just want to watch a normal video. And here they are. And I don't know why I picked this out. It jumps out at me now. Especially with the YouTube frauds, the phony TIs. Look, I totally obliterated, destroyed the phony TI community. Yes, some of them are going to still make videos and do their Hollywood act. But it's a done deal, folks. The only reason that you should be documenting this stuff is if your life is in danger and you're a hard target. Now, they say, folks, when the time comes, all Christians will be persecuted. Well, look, is that time here? Okay? Because we know, unfortunately, the Catholic religion is not the Catholic religion. It revolves around the Babylonian satanic rituals. I don't want to get into that. We know the Jehovah's. They're on the wrong track. And a lot of other ones. So again, I'm going to go over some slides because I get worked up. And this is why I can't do these videos, folks. I said years ago, don't expect me to be objective. And this is why I'm censored. I'm not going to mealy mouth my way through this. Now, I know I'm under spiritual protection. Now, I've already shown this, all right? This is how this works, folks. Now, this is well known. There's your shadow government, your deep state. Now, this flow chart was made up many, many years ago. It might not apply, but some of the players are still around. Now, when you see the Bush crime family, all right, look at the deep state. It goes to the Bush crime family, then the Ohio connection, which is Carl Henry Lindner, my great-grandfather's older brother. Now, when I say that, it drives them crazy because this guy's supposed to be junior. Could be, it doesn't matter, they're both the same. Somehow, my great-grandfather's older brother went the wrong path and he controlled my whole family, meaning generations of these Lindners. And when these kids were spit out, what he did is he sidelined them. And how it works is he eventually became possessed by a fallen angel, a Palladian. Now, what really upsets me is I'm in Mexico around beautiful, wonderful human beings that don't understand they're being used by the satanic cabal. They're being used by the Americans, by George Bush, Obama, Clinton, all that. And they're taking their payday because they're tired of being poor. So they're chasing me around playing games. I'm up here in the poorest part of town right now. And I already said this in my last videos. These poor people here are taking money, and it gets easier and easier as you go along to justify this behavior. If you've been poor, tired, and hungry, you don't care about some American that had been put through the ringer and is a satanic ritual abuse survivor. You could care less. So these people take their payday, and this works all over the globe, folks. Not just America, not just Mexico, everywhere. That's how it works. So back to what I was saying about my family, okay? These people have spent hundreds of millions of dollars on me throughout my life, trying to keep me contained. And everybody's abandoned me. I got little support on YouTube, but that's not your guys' fault. You know, I know I'm being seriously censored, but it amazes me, and this is what I want to get into right now. This is what amazes me. So I'm just going to go through, this is an all over the map video, and I'm going to try to go through some more slides. Now, let's do this. I'm going to give you an example. Heavy T, this guy Cody in Denver. Look, I know he's a real TI. I believe he's a real TI. I've been reaching out to him now for 3 years. He won't dare come on my channel and make a comment. But he goes on all these phony TIs over the past 3 years doing these long-winded dissertations on these what are now known to be phony TIs due to my exposure. They're all hybrids. But yet he keeps leaving, and I've talked to him about it. I've left message after message. And I've gone on his channel. He's once in a blue moon, he'll heart my comment as of recent. But I don't understand why he's doing this, because here's one example. All right. This video, before he apparently got locked up last summer, he disappeared like they all do, and then they surface again. Of course, who's here? Brian too. All right. But this guy, Ken Price, shows up on his channel. All right. And this is when this guy first got on YouTube last summer. And he goes on his channel, leaves a comment. So what Cody does, he's compelled to leave a channel on this guy Price, leave this long-winded comment on Price's channel about how he's getting ready to be locked up. He's going to jail. He spills his guts. And what does Ken Price do? He writes back and says, "Sorry to hear this. Some of us will be thrown in jail for 10 days, as the word says. Yeah, man, O negative." And then here's what he says. "Today I just got promoted in the kingdom. Look like we are all leveling up." Now, folks, what in the heck? I don't want to continue any further in regard to what I just showed you, but who makes a comment like that? Now, I see other TIs that constantly hang around these phonies, and they won't dare come on my channel. I don't get that. So that raises alarm bells. But what do I know? Look, it just drives me crazy, folks, and it would you too if you were in my situation. So what I discovered yesterday is, back to, are Christians going to start being persecuted across the board? Well, here's one of my favorite guys I go to, Robert Breaker. And this video I watched yesterday, he's out in the park. And yes, he's got bugs flying around for sure. But one of those dragonfly drones was zipping around right in front of him. And he didn't even notice. And out of, 400 plus comments, I didn't go through all of them. Nobody said a thing. I left a comment for Armored Saint because I saw him on there and he agreed, possibly. But we've shown these dragonfly drones, right? The DARPA schmarpa crap, okay? Now, is that an indication that, if you're a God-fearing Christian with the Holy Spirit, they're gonna be on you too, like they've been on the rest of us? Some of us our whole life, some of us since the targeting phenomenon cropped up maybe 10 years ago. But do you get what I'm saying, folks? So also, I tried to, I go on YouTube again, and who pops up in my feed? Who pops up in my feed? Barden. There he is. And he's alternative types of warfare being against U.S. citizens. What does he do? He starts going over the same old garbage. He's talking about Robert Duncan and these two other jokers. Robert Duncan is a creepy chameleon Canaanite. Now, the point is, here's Barden again, and I want you to notice something. Look at his face. Look at his beard. Right on the side, right here. Now, here he is. Look at his beard. You can see the whiskers, everything. But it gets worse. And look, Willis has had enough. He's yawning. He's tired of hearing about all this stuff. He says, quit this. Please, Dad. But look at the side of Barden's face. What happened to his whiskers? Look at his nose. It looks like he's got, boogers hanging out of there. The electromagnetic distortion. Now, why do I keep hammering away at Barden? All right? Why do I keep hammering away? Look, right there. There's the opaque eyeball that these creeps in Ocean Beach and San Diego who were stalking me because they're a bunch of goofballs and I would do street theater back, they would flip out. The opaque eyeball. A human being does not do that. Do you get that? So look, I would leave messages 3 years ago about Barden when I thought he was, a target. And he was his big website where he was going to interview all these targets and this and that and help people out. But yet he's surrounded by Clinton lackeys, this goofball Catherine Horton who wrapped herself in tinfoil. I mean, it's just, it's hilarious. It's a vaudeville act. So finally, I emailed him, and it took him almost a month after I did a video calling him out. Here's what he says. Oh, hi, Paul. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get back to you. I either entered the wrong email address or it was redirected. I'm not sure. Either way, glad to see your message. I would love to talk to you about your story. And look, folks, I told him, go to my channel. Do you think he went to my channel and heard some of my story? No. Oh, I'd love to talk to you about your story. Do you have any videos or write-ups explaining your situation? I want to learn more. I'll be selecting and scheduling interviews next week. Well, that never happened. And look, the one thing about these creepy chameleon Canaanite, the dirty dog Draco hybrids, is they are indifferent to humans. You'll get that if you start hanging around them. Because if you're a real target, hybrids are involved in your stalking. They're the handlers running the show. All right? I've got the FBI and CIA camped out down here in Rosarito. They're spending, who knows, millions of dollars a month on me to have a whole perp army, these poor Mexicans who I love, these ex-cons that are being taken advantage of, who I love, I witness to, I hang out with these people, I put myself right in the middle of them. Because my Father makes a table in the midst of my enemies. Now, are they my enemies? No. They don't understand that they're being used. Now, let's go over some more slides. Now, again, Dunkin'. Why is Barden yesterday promoting Dunkin'? All right? Come on, people. The glazed over demonic eyeball. Where's your boy Barden? There's your boy Badger. Do you see him talking about? The glazed over eyeball? Again and again. Now here's this guy Vulcan Wolverine. All right? He did this video, December 2015. My house is burned down. And he shows his whole room that was wrapped in aluminum foil. I'm gonna do another video on this. It's amazing what you buy into. Yeah, man, look at these EMF broadcasts. See, folks, a human being shows emotion, all right? They'll get excited. A hybrid, a creepy chameleon Canaanite is, oh, yeah, targeting. Yeah, red, white, blue cars. Yeah, well, one headlight Louis. They mealy mouth. They try to normalize the targeting, folks, because they want you to, the average Joe, the average public, they don't want them to know that people are suffering, they're dying, their lives are being destroyed. And your boy Trump is the big cover-up artist. And that's what I wanted to say. He's one of Uncle Carl's buddies, plain and simple. So you people, these white hats, where the fuck are these white hats concerning me? I'm flat broke. I'm dying. Where the fuck are they? These goofballs. Yeah, Trump. Oh, Lee Wanta and $1 trillion. Tom Hennigan. You're all a bunch of jokers. You call yourself Americans? You call yourself patriots? No, you'll sell your children down the river to get your ass out of hot water. What happened to Stu Webb? Yeah, he's still hanging around. Look what happened to Glenn Canada. He's dead. And who jumped in his spot on Before It's News? Mount, Haven. These people are jumping in dead man's shoes. I gotta tell you, folks, it's so bad. And yeah, that's right. You don't want to hear this. I don't need you to like me, but you understand what the situation is. Now, let's tell me how this is possible. How do these hands, how do these people get their hands like that? Look, if you're a human being, take your hand, try to contort it in these positions. Come on, folks. I could care less about Corey Goode. Yeah, he's suing everybody. Yeah, the Blue Avians. Yeah, the secret space program. I am going to literally single-handedly destroy the UFO community with one fell swoop real soon here. How does that happen? How did the Hitchhiker Joes, come on, man. These Hitchhiker Joe types. Look at them. How did the fingers get contorted like that? The creepy chameleon Canaanites, the panic. Now, none of these people can show these alien insectoids with the perp plane. All right? Why are they always in my videos? Very few people can show this, but I show it on a consistent basis. And matter of fact, I'm going to walk outside when I'm done and I'll do it again. I guarantee you they're going to be there. Now, we talk about interdimensional travel. We talk about time travel. That's coming, folks. I'm going to get into that. And these slippery super soldiers, you better have your shit together, because I'm coming after all you. You mock my great-great-grandfather, George Lindner, who got ran out of Bavaria, Germany in 1868. You sidelined his son. His older brother sold out. Sidelined 4 generations of Lindner. I got a younger brother, but he don't have the goods. So that means it's a done deal. When you see your family destroyed, you'll speak with emotion. not like some Millie Mouth hybrid. Yeah, James Rink with his big super soldier meeting in Las Vegas. All right? Now I'm going to show you something about Hillary Clinton. All right? Hang on. Hang on. Clinton's on this flow chart. All right? This little creep. And yeah, okay, that just popped up. All these mayors. What the heck? How does that happen? It's because they're a clone, a robotoid, or something. All these mayors. Yeah, stop terrorizing us, you dumbass Satanist. The key to Solomon. These Satanists, the 72 demons that Solomon sent into the lake out there in Babylon or wherever it was. All right? I'll give you a clue. The Grateful Dead, one of the all-time greatest satanic bands ever. That's right, I got roped into that bullshit. And I can't come to terms with all the music, everything. It was all garbage, nonsense. But in their song, United States Blues, which I'll pull off here soon, they talk about, check my pulse, it stays the same, 72, shine or rain. What do you think the 72 means, folks? Now, this is why I can't do these videos. This is why I'm in the YouTube basement. I'm banned. If God forbid, a normal American, not, a target that understands what's going on, and all you good people that are subscribed to me, that are supporting me, thank you a million times over. I'm sorry I got to speak like this, it tears me up. But here we go, folks. Here we go. Hang on 1 minute. I am going to show you something, and you're going to scratch your head. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You're going to scratch your head. Let's see here. Just bear with me, folks. All right, I just see this. That's Uncle Carl with Nixon. All right? I could prove my case over and over and set all you straight, but it don't matter. Look, they got us all. They're dividing us. They're keeping us apart from sharing the truth with each other. They don't let our emails go through, our YouTube comments. And the thing of it is, us as human beings, sometimes if we see something, we have knee-jerk reactions, and this will prevent us from getting together with good people. Now, let's see if I can find this. Okay, maybe I can't. Because I'm all fired up now, folks. So just bear with me. Bear with me, please, folks. Okay. Well, I can't find the one picture I want to show you, and I don't want to make this video too long. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this short. And we'll pick back up later.